Welcome back, guys. I hope your day is going well. I hope everything is going well for you, wherever you are. Guys, I am feeling this. I'm getting. Are we gonna start doing this pretty soon, Arsenal fans? Are we gonna start feeling this? Are we gonna start doing the Morgan Rogers? We cannot wait, right? We cannot wait. I'm so excited, guys. I am so excited because our transfer window, all has been based on waiting on after the World Cup. And the World Cup is finally over, almost over. We have Sunday. Sunday basically we're gonna have Argentina versus Spain. But for us, it's new, right? We've been waiting because every player that we wanted to sign were in the World Cup, but now they're all out. Most of them are out, except one of the other players that we're going to talk about. But for me, I'm very excited, right? I'm very excited based on all the transfer rumors, based on all Fabrizio Romano and all these guys have been saying. It's happening. Okay, it's happening. We're just gonna try to sign 3-4 players in the next couple of weeks, guys. I can't wait. Okay, but before I go any further, guys, please, if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and like the video as well and share. It will really mean a lot to me. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. I do want to go over real quick Tzolis, Christos Tzolis. Finally, yesterday we brought him in for the €1 million. We've been wanting to buy him. I guess we were just waiting on Trossard to move. Our great Leandro Trossard has finally moved on to Basistance. We wish him good luck. We wish him well. Arsenal is going to be a home for him every time. Now we have brought in his replacement. Right? Yesterday was all over the news. Christos Tzolis finally joined Arsenal a month ago when the news broke by David Ornstein that he was coming to Arsenal. Nobody did know about him. I did because I watched Club Brugge play and I saw the goal he scored against Atletico Madrid. They called it offside initially, but the goal was stood because it was onside. Same player as Trossard. I'm very excited about that. Okay, we're not going to miss Trossard one bit. Tzolis is going to he's a Trossard clone. Two-footed, can play left, right. He can pass the ball with his left foot, pass the ball with his right foot. He's not going to have no issue to adapt to the league because he was in the league before. He played for Norwich. Yeah, he wasn't successful at Norwich, but he played for Norwich, right, for 2 seasons. We even played our great club, played against Tzolis when he was at Norwich. He scored goals at Norwich, but he wasn't that good. He was young. And a lot of players don't develop when they are at their clubs. Their first few clubs when they are very young, especially in Premier League. Premier League is tough. Very, very tough league for young players. Not just to play, but to actually get into the team itself. And when you do get into the team, playing becomes another issue. So yeah, 2025, 2026, 52 games, 22 goals, 29 assists. Incredible player. So we are going to replace Trossard with his baby Trossard. We're going to call him baby Trossard. Okay, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see him in our shirt. Okay. Let's talk quickly about Julian Alvarez. Now, it's very interesting with him, with Julian Alvarez. For me, usually I would say, okay, I only want to bring in a player that wants to join our club. If our club is not first choice, you're not joining, right? I like players that wants to play for us, like Tzolis. He only wanted to play for Arsenal. Most clubs wanted to sign him. That's what we want. We want players that wants to come to us, right? But regardless of all of that, Julian Alvarez is an incredible player. He's a very, very good player. Is he gonna fit perfectly at Arsenal if he comes in? Yeah, he will. But Barcelona has been trying to get this guy. Barcelona have been trying to buy him. And matter of fact, we all know it's not a secret anymore. Julian Alvarez wants to join Barcelona. They want to join Barcelona and Atletico Madrid refusing to sell because they don't want to sell to their direct rival. And I don't blame him. I do not blame him. I do not blame them at all. Why would I want to be selling? It's like, when we sold Van Persie to United, guys, even till this day, I'm still upset about that deal. Even till this day. Because that season, when we sold Van Persie to United, United ended up winning the Premier League. That was the last season Ferguson was at United. They ended up winning the league. And we were a laughing stock for a very long time. We were a feeder club. We sold players to a club. We said Niles, we sold so many other players, Clichy, so many other players left our club to join our rivals. And the feeling as a fan to see your player, one of your best players, leave your club in public saying, oh, I want to join I want to join this club. I want to join this club. I want to join Barcelona. I don't want to be at Atletico Madrid anymore. That is a disrespect. That, for me, it's not good enough from Julian Alvarez. But he's a big player. He's a massive player. He will make a huge difference at Arsenal. So if he comes in, guys, I would take him. But for me, I usually prefer players that wants to come to my club only, 110 million. Atletico is not going to ask for anything less than that. So for me, I don't know about that transfer because it's already going to have so many issues. Okay, first we have to meet Atletico Madrid demand, which is going to be over 100 million. Julian Alvarez is not the kid anymore. What, it's 27, 100 million. And then we also have to convince him he wants to go to Barcelona. Let him go to Barcelona. We should be looking at other young strikers. We already have Gyökeres. We already have Kai Havertz. And of course, we're going to have a certain player that I'm going to talk about in a minute, right? But if, let's say, according to all the news right now, according to all the report that is going on today, Fabrizio Romano and everybody else is talking about it. The Barcelona president, is already saying that Julian Alvarez might not join Barcelona because he's seen that because I think yesterday, according to the report, he met with Atletico Madrid president. They're friends, but after that meeting, whatever meeting they had, they end up saying now Laporta is saying Julian Alvarez might not join Barcelona. So what other option Julian Alvarez has? Arsenal. And I know he wasn't fully saying he wasn't going to join Arsenal, but his first choice is Barcelona. Okay, Arsenal is second choice for him. Okay, so we are in a tough spot here, So if we're able to convince him to come to Arsenal, maybe I'll take him. But we also have players that in that position. What we're going to do with them? What are we going to do with Gyökeres? What are we going to do with Kai Havertz? You can't have three great strikers, big time players that wants to play week in and week out. You can't have Julian Alvarez and not play Gyökeres. I would not like that. I like Gyökeres. Okay, Kai Havertz is there. We all know how Teta feel about Kai Havertz. We got to figure something out. But it looks like, according to all the report, Julian Alvarez, Arsenal is pushing very hard. Andrea Barta is pushing very hard to bring in Julian Alvarez. He signed him when he was at Atletico Madrid. He brought Julian Alvarez into Atletico. So I'm not surprised. So he knows the player. He knows what it's like to bring him out of Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid is going to ask over £100 million. That's the going rate for players like this. Any player that is have this these days, £100 million. Frustrating. The market is ridiculous, right? So Julian Alvarez might end up at Arsenal. Will I take him? Yes, of course. But we also have other players, other areas that we need to talk about real quick. Let's start with Morgan Rogers. Guys, it's clear now. I think at this point, Morgan Rogers, he's gonna end up at Arsenal. And we are gonna be doing this. I can't wait to buy his shirt. I cannot wait to buy his shirt and put it right there. Right? I can't. He's gonna be ridiculous. Okay, joining Arsenal. And you know how Arteta is. Arteta identifies players. He likes Premier League players. He's a Premier League proven player. He played in the Champions League. He played in Championship. He has played in the Premier League. He's banging goals, scored over 10 goals last season. He's a winner. He's a winner. And according to all the reports, he is our number one target. And sooner or later, hopefully in the next 2 weeks, because Villa is already signing all kinds of players, right? They link with players. They sign Mozambique. They're signing all kinds of players right now to replace those players that they're losing, right? They've lost Onana to injury. They've lost Tielemans, right? They're bringing in players. They're bringing in players to replace all the ones they're losing. And they're going to bring in another winger to replace Morgan Rogers sooner or later, okay? There's a lot of reporters saying Ben Jacobs this morning saying that Arsenal set to bid for Morgan Rogers after holding talks with both the player and Aston Villa. Club-to-club negotiations expected to accelerate following the World Cup. Guys, he's coming. Arsenal also continue to explore Julian Alvarez. Player has made no secret of his desire to play for Barcelona. I'm only thinking for Morgan Rogers, let's go to Aston Villa and give them £80 million plus 10. 80 million plus 10. 90 million is perfect. Okay? I don't want us to overpay for this guy, but I'm looking forward to having him at Arsenal. On that left side, the thing about Morgan Rogers is, guys, he's not limited. He's not one of those players you bring in, he can only play on this, but no, he can play on the right. We saw that in the World Cup. We saw what he did in the World Cup. We saw his assist in the World Cup. He can play on the right. So if Saka is out, Madueke has a competition already. Okay, we have Tzolis, can play on the left. We still have Martinelli. I know a lot of people are saying Martinelli is going to leave, but I don't think he's going anywhere. Right? Because anybody that wants to sign Martinelli, £100 million, just like everybody else. So imagine having Morgan Rogers, versatile, play left, right, as a 10, as a left winger, as a right winger. He can even play as a center forward. And for me, that's what I'm thinking. Instead of us actually paying so much money for Julian Alvarez for over £100 million and we are not in first choice. Let's just get Morgan Rogers. If we can bring in Morgan Rogers, bring in Bruno Guimarães, I think for me, that will work out. We're still keeping Martinelli. Martinelli's not going nowhere. I like Martinelli, right? I told you it's not going to sell it. That's his kid. But for me, Morgan Rogers fixed a lot of our problem. I think, personally, at this point, we're going to be better than we were last season. I know we had a lot of issues on our left side, a lot of people complaining. We had Trossard there, we had Martinelli there. It wasn't enough. But we bring in Morgan Rogers, guys, feeling this cold, feeling this chill. It's going to be ridiculous. I cannot wait. I'm so happy to hear this news. Villa already know. I think for Villa now, it's just a matter of how much Arsenal are willing to pay. The player wants to come. The player mind is turned. He's convinced. He wants to come. So I'm happy about that. Quickly on Bruno Guimarães. Guys, it's quiet on Bruno Guimarães. There's no news. I mean, I know he still wants to come to Arsenal, but Newcastle don't wants to sell. Newcastle saying it's not for sale. Every player is for sale. It's just the price tag. And I'm not saying that we can't afford to go get Bruno Guimarães. We are going to get Bruno Guimarães. It's just a matter of time. We're going to play the way the game with Guimarães until we get to a point where Newcastle has no other choice but to sell him. Because the player is going to start getting pissed off. And what are you going to do? He's being patient, right? So at this point, we have already bid 55 million. And they said no. We go with 65 million, 70 million. That's the maximum. All these people said, oh, it's £100 million player. No, he's not £100 million player. Okay? He's going to be 29 in a few months. I'm not going to be paying £100 million for a midfielder that's going to turn 20. I'm sorry. I know age doesn't matter. I said that. I like Guimarães. I like him a lot. He will be perfect for us now. He'll be perfect for us in that midfield. But I'm not going to pay £100 million for him currently. Now, 75 million is the max I'll pay. If Newcastle don't want to sell him for 75 million, they can keep him. Okay, we can go get Conte. We can go get somebody else in that midfield. We can go and get Alex Scott. We have midfield. We can go get Adam Wharton. These are all similar midfield. They do the same job. I'm not paying £100 million for Bruno Guimarães. No. He has skills. He has power. Okay, he's a leader. If he comes in, he solves our problem. But £100 million is too much for me. So, quickly on the injury front, right? We all know now it's not a secret. Saliba is out. He's going to be out for 6 months. This guy's not coming back until next year. I'm telling you right now, he's not coming. The way Arsenal does, what we in? July, August, September, October, November, December. He's not coming back until January. At least the earliest is December. We cannot afford to be without our number one center back until January. That's just not going to work. So Arsenal, we need to do something about this. We need to go in and bring in another center back. I know this morning all the news is linking us with Lacroix. I know Chelsea has been trying to sign Lacroix, but unfortunately, there's going to be a competition now. Can we go in and get Lacroix? Are we able to convince him? If not, let's go to Sporting and get Ousmane Diamond. Excellent player. I like him a lot. I don't want to hear anything about John Stones is free and this and that. No, why is Man City trying to get rid of him? Is he a player that can do a job? Yeah, but we're talking about somebody that needs to come in and be ready to start right now, week in and week out. We don't want to bring another liability to the club. I don't want to bring a John Stone after 2 games he's hurt. I did Man City go? Man City brought in McGahey last season in January because of John Stones' injury problem. So why would we want to go get John Stones? No, we can't play John Stones and set it back week in and week out. No, we need to go get somebody younger, faster, physical. We have Mosquera there. We need to bring somebody with experience over there. Maxence Lacroix will work. Ousmane Diamond will work. Okay? That's the guy. Go to Sporting. Tell them you're going to sign him permanently. Take him on a loan and say you're going to sign him for £60 million next season. They will do it right away. We need a centre back. We cannot afford to go into this league without a permanent centre back, right? Saliba is out. I'm so worried about that, guys. The injury issues already started at Arsenal. We haven't even kicked a ball yet for the new season. That's my worry. Every damn year, we deal with this. Every year. Injuries upon injuries to our best players. So, guys, it's coming. Everything is just happening. It's all about transfer window, bringing in the players that we want, getting them ready before everything starts, getting them ready for preseason. We're not too far from the Community Shield. What is 3.5 weeks? 3.5 weeks, I have to play Man City. Okay? Are we going to be ready for that? And that's something we're going to talk about when it's getting closer. But for now, it's just a transfer, right? Julian Alvarez, talks is accelerating. They're talking a lot. Morgan Rogers, he's going to come regardless of what you do. Bruno Guimarães, that's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. I think he will leave Newcastle. Okay, they're not going to be able to keep hold of him. Saliba injuries. Guys, We cannot ignore that. I don't want Arteta to rely on Mascara for that. Let's go and bring in somebody, and it can be John Stones. I'm sorry, somebody that is completely different from every other all these guys I mentioned. Right? Usman Diamond is the guy you need to go get. Okay, guys, that's the news roundup. We're gonna end up making another video today. Because the thing is, at this point, it's every hour, every minute we are talking about transfers. We'll see, but for now, there are 4 signings Arsenal needs to focus on. Right, we're bringing Morgan Rogers. Bakola is obviously still there. Are we gonna do that? I'm not too sure, but it's mostly Morgan Rogers, Guimarães, Julian Alvarez. Everybody's talking about this. Laporta is giving up. He thinks Julian Alvarez is joining Barcelona, right? And of course, Saliba injuries. As things progress, because I know things will, eventually, Fabrizio Romano David Austin is going to come up with another bomber. But Tzolis is in. He's going to be coming in hopefully on Monday for his medical. And of course, hopefully, how Arsenal they take forever when it comes to announcing a player. But we know he's in, that's for sure. We're going to focus now on the next 4 players. We'll bring in those 4 guys, and I think we're ready to defend our title again. So, guys, stay tuned. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share the videos. Don't forget to subscribe. It will mean a lot to me, guys. I'm trying so hard, to get this, to get 1,000 subscribers in the next month or so. It will mean a lot to me. Every subscriber will mean a lot to me. Don't forget to click the notification button as well and share and like the video. Let me know down in the comment who you think is going to be the most important signing for Arsenal this season. Okay, let me know down in the comment, and I'll make another video to respond to all you guys comment. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.